Hello everyone. This video is for class 10th economics, chapter 4, globalization. This is the first part of the chapter where you will be introduced to the concept of the globalization. So before going ahead with the concept of the globalization, we must check how our Indian economy have been transformed in the last 2 decades. What all are the base for the globalization? As now in today's world, we have a wide choice of the goods and services for every product. Latest models are within our reach. We can see latest models of cell phones, cameras, televisions, automobiles, and many other commodities which are made by the leading manufacturers, and all these things are within our reach. Every year, new models can be seen on Indian market. We can compare our Indian market before 1990 and after 1990. Before 1990, only Ambassador car, Fiat cars were the only cars on the Indian roads. But after 1990, say today, we are buying cars produced by nearly all the top companies in the world. A similar explosion of the brands can be seen for all the other commodities. So at the end, we can say for the transformation of the Indian market, that is what in a matter of years, our markets have been transformed. So let us understand these rapid transformation and also what factors are bringing these changes and how these changes affecting lives of the people. To know the answers of these questions, let us see what all are the base for the globalization. The first base, that is what we have, is the MNCs. So let us understand the production across the countries. Until the middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within the countries. Countries were trading only the limited items such as raw materials, foodstuff, and finished products even. Trade was the main channel to connect the countries across the globe. Sooner or later, MNCs started to operate, which changed the trade pattern. So what is that? Multinational corporations, MNCs. A multinational corporation is an enterprise that operates its business in more than one country. MNCs transformed the shape of trade. How? That is what MNCs own or control the production in more than one nation. So, MNCs set up offices and factories for production where labors and resources they get in low price. MNCs divide production process into small parts and spread out across the globe. Components are produced, commodities are produced in countries like China, where cheap labors are available in plenty and with a cheap rate. Products are assembled in regions like Mexico and Eastern Europe, which are close to the markets. Engineering services and customer care services are obtained from the countries like India, where technically qualified English knowing people are available in plenty. So thus, it minimizes the cost of production and maximizes the profit. So that is the main motive of the MNCs, that they used to search how they can reduce the cost of the production, how they can earn the greater profits. A large MNC take the advantage of technique of production of various countries and spread out production process across the globe. So what all factors which can influence the MNC's decision? So let's check. The first factor which can influence the MNC's decision, that is what? Closeness to the market. The MNCs, they used to search for that factory or the unit or the production unit which they want to establish, which they want to set up, it is close to the market or not, where the availability of the skilled laborers are there or not, they also used to search for. Even they used to check the availability of the raw materials with the cheap rate. Along with that, government policies are in their favor or not, they used to check this factor as well. So all these factors can change the MNC's decision before setting up of the industries or the manufacturing unit. At the end, we can say MNCs helped in interlinking the countries. So what all ways by which MNCs set up or control production in other countries? So the first way by which MNCs can set up the production, that is what? They can set up production jointly with some of the local companies of the other countries. For example, that is what the collaboration before 1990, which was not possible, but after 1990 it became possible and we got collaboration, and the example is visible, that is what Maruti Suzuki, Hero Honda was such collaboration, which is one of the way by which MNCs set up or control the production in other country. So what all benefits MNCs will get for this collaboration? They are going to get the local knowledge, even they are going to get the contacts with the local producers. So what all benefits the local companies will get? The local companies are going to enjoy the investment, or the capital investment will be more, as now two companies are investing, and even the new company will bring the latest technology from their country. So these two benefits even the local companies they are going to enjoy. So they'll be ready to set up production jointly. So the another way by which MNCs can set up the industry, or the MNCs can start up their production, that is what MNCs can buy any of the local companies and they can expand that production. Thumbs Up is one of the Indian software company, was purchased by the Coca-Cola. So that is what the another example we can give for the same. Then what all benefits MNCs will get? They are going to expand the existing base, so this benefit MNC they are going to enjoy. Even the local company, they do not have to start from the beginning, so that is what the another benefit the local company will get. Now the third way by which MNCs can set up the production, that is what MNCs can give order for production to small companies of the developing countries like India. The small companies supply products to the MNCs. The MNCs will sell these products or in their brand name. So they are just going to give their brand name and they are going to purchase from any of the local company from the developing country. So that is what the example we can see, the sports good made in Jalandhar for the multinational corporations. So in this way, the another example we can give for the same. Our next topic is foreign investment. So first let's check what is investment. Investment is what somewhere you are investing on any asset, that is what land, building, machines or any other equipments, that is only called as investment. But what is foreign investment? When the same investment is made by any of the foreigner, it is called as foreign investment. So let's check the next term, that is what the foreign trade. Another interrelated term we have, that is what the foreign trade, which means the buying and selling of the goods under an agreement, where the flow of the goods and services from one nation to another, because we are dealing with the trade, and trade means only the exchange of the goods and services, which promotes the integration of the markets with the different countries. Foreign trade enables a producer to sell his products in the markets of other countries. For example, the ready-made garments produced in India are sold in Europe and America. Is the basic function of the foreign trade. And the another function of the foreign trade, it enables the buyer to buy the goods produced in the other countries. The example which we can give for the same, that is what the Japanese cars are sold in many countries of the world. Prices of the goods of the similar goods will become same in many countries just because of foreign trade, and the producers of the different countries can compete with one another because of the foreign trade. And here only we can get the difference between foreign trade and the foreign investment, as trade includes buying and selling of the goods and services and flow of the goods and services from one country to another. This is only the foreign trade. And when I say the foreign investment, the investment means that it deals with the investment in shares, properties on a foreign land, and there the flow of capital will be there from one nation to another, which promotes the process of the industrialization. So here comes the main topic of the chapter, that is globalization. So what all base are there for globalization, which we have already seen, that is what rapid increase in the foreign investment by the MNCs, rise in the foreign trade among countries, and a large part of the foreign trade being managed by the MNCs. All these factors we are going to combine, and at the end we'll be able to get the meaning of the globalization, that is what the process of rapid integration and interconnection between the nations, movement of the goods and services, and the investment and technology even from one country to another. That is only the globalization. So when I say the topic globalization, so it is what? The process of integrating the economies of the world, integrating, interconnecting, making the world as the one, making the globe as the one. That is only the meaning of the globalization. Even it is the process of promoting the free movement of the goods and services, investment, technology, and people across the different countries. Human resources, laborers move from one country to another. Now we know most of the regions of the world are in closer contact with each other than a few decades back, which became possible because of globalization. So what all factors are there which has promoted globalization? So the first factor, which is what? Is technology, which has promoted globalization. The another two topics, that is what? The liberalization and the World Trade Organization, will be seeing in the next video. So for now, let's focus on the technology as the factor that has enabled the globalization. So remarkable changes in technology and liberalization of the foreign trade and the foreign investment policies we have seen. That is what? The changes in technology is the main factor which has enabled the globalization. We can say the improvement in the transportation technology, improvement in the IT sector, or you can say the communication technology is what? The main factor which has enabled the globalization. When I say the transportation technology, so with that, new modes of the transportation have reduced the port handling costs, and which has increased the speed of delivery of the goods across the countries and even across the boundaries of the nation, we can say. Information and communication technology has been changing rapidly, and which has contributed to outsourcing of the various services. Communication has also contributed to the flow of the capital from one country to another. So at the end we can say the globalization is what? It is connection between the countries or integrating the countries, making the world as the one, making the globe as the one. That is only the term globalization says. So that's it for this video. Thank you everyone.